What's up, YouTube? Um, I have another Powerball video to make here. All I can say is that I think that this is something that obviously I, haven't really talked about very much. I've talked about the concept of this many times on the channel, and many times people, talked about this in life in general, like directly. Like people have talked about this directly, not rather than just indirectly. But look, it's obviously this is gonna be the greatest method ever to win the Powerball, okay? Because this is based on what I came up with. It's based on everything I've talked about in all the previous Powerball videos, except it's inspired by those, but this is obviously like way stronger a theory. Okay, so look, all I can say is this. If you read what it says here, 100% of the right people show up to the party. You can express that as 100, as the number 100, okay? You can also express it as the number 0, okay? Because 100% is pretty much the same as 0%. Because there's a strong connection here between them. And in general, with anything, 100% has the strongest connection with 0%. In math in general, 100% has the strongest connection with 0% compared to any other percentage. So it has a strong relationship to other percentages, but 0% is the strongest connection. I would say. So you try to understand how numbers are connected. You try to understand where they're going to go, where they will appear. It just depends on the connection between the numbers. Like you might think a large quantity number is like only connected to high quantity numbers. That's not true. High quantity numbers can have a very strong connection to low quantity numbers. They do. So yeah. I think it just depends on for what sort of thing we're talking about. Like for some things, 100 and 0 have a stronger connection than say 199%, versus like for other things, 100 percent has pretty much what is how do I say this, stronger connection to like 5%. So it's just like it depends on what sort of thing you're talking about. And I think a lot of times in Powerball sequences, we're really just seeing the sequences be large numbers and smaller numbers come together in the same places. In the Powerball, I think large numbers and small numbers have a stronger connection than large numbers with large numbers. So, whereas in other kinds of things to observe in life that are mathematical in nature, it's not necessarily the case. But one thing is for sure, 100% of the right people showing up to a party. You can express that as 100, you can express it as 0, because 0% is what 0 means here, and 100% is what 100 means here. 0% of the right people don't ruin the party by not showing up to it. So, you can have opposite things show up in the same place. 100 and 0 opposites, but they have an equal chance of showing up on a diagram where we're trying to represent what it was like when people showed up to the party, or who did. 0 represents it because 0 is 0% of the right people not ruining the party by not showing up. 100% represents it. 100 represents it perfectly as well, because 100 is 100% of the right people showing up to the party. It means the exact same thing. So, if you ask me, if anything, when you look at Powerball sequence numbers, you're probably just seeing a lot of times where, like, a large number, you have to have this same logic or rule appear in the Powerball sequence numbers. Like, you might have to see, like, like 100 and not necessarily 100, but one digit at a time, like matching with its corresponding. If it's really a game of quantity to determine the probability, then this is how it would work. If it's not a game of quantity to determine the probability, then it's not going to work this way. But I don't see why the Powerball wouldn't be a game of quantity to determine the probability of certain numbers showing up, because the Powerball numbers are differentiated amongst each other and ranked amongst each other based on their difference in quantity and similarities in quantity. So the values are based on the quantities. So this is old news. So that part of it is old news. So yeah, that's all there is to say about it. You can try this out yourself and see if you can, win the Powerball. You can just narrow down where and when which kind of number shows up, because like the same expression but with like opposites in the same place, so it's just like narrows down like, well, the only thing that's going to occupy this space is this number and its opposite, because these are the only ways to express this value in this place within this unique sequence. So, but yeah, that's all there is to say about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.